What's up, everybody? It is MzBee at another exclusive interview right here, New Music Monday. As you can see, we got a special time today because we got some special things happening today, and we needed you all to be all in the building. No excuses, no hindrances, no issues. No, my baby need to be in the bath. No, I need to make my man some food. No, I need to go and do, nah. All of those things are out of the window. Why? Because we got some good stuff for you today. This is a story that you all definitely need to hear. This is an artist that you definitely need to know. Again, my name is MzBee. This is New Music Monday right here, BB Entertainment. You already know what it is. This is a platform for us to be able to showcase up and coming, those unsung heroes, those underdogs. You know, I'm always here rooting for the underdog. I nothing against the people out in the mainstream, nothing against the mainstream folks, but what my heart lies with the ones who are grinding every day, trying to get their gift out there, trying to get their word out there, trying to get their message out there, trying to get their story out there. And sometimes all we need is for one person to say, you know what, let me help you out here. Let me help you out here. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of how many people get a hold to these videos and these interviews, that doesn't matter to me. What matters is that the right person get a hold to these videos, and that right person can make a big, huge difference in the lives of the people that we're featuring here. So I'm grateful to be given this honor to interview these entities, these gifts, these abilities, and then bring them out to my world, to you all, okay? So thank you so much for that, for allowing me a chance to do that. When you get into this room, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit share, because the more we spread the word, the more likely they are to be picked up by some wonderful, wonderful people, okay? That's what we're all about, okay? Share this live, right? Again, we are going to introduce to you today someone who I got to know over the course of the year, okay? His music is everything. I'm a fan, all right? Not only that, but this man graced us with his gift and his presence on something that's very near and dear to me. I'm a founder of the Behind the Scenes Awards and Recognition, and this artist right here, he graced our stage. He blessed us by gracing our stage and sharing some of his gifts with us and with our BTS constituents and recipients of the awards and stuff like that. It was amazing. It was awesome, you know, and it's going to be even bigger next year, okay? However, we ain't talking about BTS. We're talking about him. I want you all to get to know this person. I want you to hear his story. I want you to listen to every word that he has to say. And I want you to open up your hearts, minds, and your ears to his music, okay? Because in his music lives his story as well, all right? So let's, listen, we're not finna wait another minute. Let's, without further ado, introduce to you the one and only Mr. Krook. What's going on, sir?
How you doing, MzBee? What's going on?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. How you feeling today?
I feel great. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad to have you here. I mean, number one, it was a long time coming because we've been trying to do this for several weeks now.
I apologize.
And that's okay. It's not you. It's good. You know what I'm saying? You are a man that got many things going on. And we're going to get into some of these things that you got going on up in here. However, I want you to first and foremost introduce yourself and let the people know who is Krook.
Krook is Michael Lundy.
Michael Lundy.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's me. I'm an artist, business owner, a father, a husband, a friend,
Yeah.
a brother.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. That's what's up. And I will say this, one thing that I have witnessed for myself as it pertains to you as the father, the husband, the friend, the brother, you all roll deep. Okay, the loyalty, the faithfulness to one another, the bond is tight and it's long. Okay, one thing about you all, man, listen, I understand it. I have my personal, you know what I'm saying, communication with members of your inner circle. You know what I mean? However, the bond and brotherhood that you all share is one of admiration. I will say that because you don't find that out here too often. Okay, some people don't understand what it means to be loyal to your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So break that down for me and let me know, how does that feel to you? You know, how is that as it pertains to your music, as it pertains to you as a man, a father, the husband? How does having a bond and having a tight circle, how does that make a difference in who you are in those areas of your life?
Well, my friends, my brothers,
Yeah.
we are super tight. We all grew up together,
Yeah.
and we do have a different bond. I hear it all the time. You know, people say, "Well, hey, I never get to see people that are tight." You know, like you all. I guess coming from where we came from, which is like Virginia.
Right.
We grew up like all needing each other. You know, having each other's backs, and you know, just being there for each other, and it just correlated like in everything. Later on in life, we've always had each other's back and been there. I went through my situation, and everybody was there for me.
Yeah.
You know, waiting for me to come home, and you know, they've been my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
And helping me accomplish some of the things that I set out to do when I came back home.
That's awesome. Now you mentioned, you just briefly touched on it, you know, your story and your situation. Can you break that down for us if you feel comfortable in doing so? Let us know what story and what situation were that, you know, and you mentioned coming home and stuff like that. You know, make that, you know, clarify that for us.
Okay, so I have been home almost 3 years now. I actually was coming home from serving 19 years and 9 months in the state penitentiary and 18 months in the federal penitentiary. The reason that I went to prison in the state is because one of my friends, there was an altercation, and my friend felt that I was disrespected, and so he shot, we'll call him the victim.
Right.
He shot and killed the victim, and I kept to the code and didn't say anything, and they ended up giving me the same amount of time that they gave him for committing the murder, which was 45 years, cut in half to 22 years and 6 months. So it was a good time. I was able to come home.
Yeah.
And he was able to come home too. So a lot of people say, "Well, man, you know, if you had to do it over again, would you?" And I think that if I was in the same situation, I would do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But being the man that I am now, I would try not to be in that situation.
Sure, absolutely.
As to where I wouldn't have to, you know, make that sacrifice. But like you said before, loyalty is very important to all of my friends and family. It's always been important to us. I did for him what he would have done for me, and what we all would have done for each other. Right.
Man, that's big. That's big. You know, man, let me tell you something. Again, that is something that you do not find out here. I mean, right now, people split and walk away from one another over some of the silliest, dumbest, most mundane things. And it's like, I'm pretty sure with those same friends, I'm pretty sure y'all had y'all disagreements. Y'all had y'all battles. Y'all had y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to you for a little while or whatever the case. Give me some space. I'm good on you real quick. You know, but for some reason, you all were able to come back together and still remember that there is a bond. There is a friendship. There is a brotherhood. And so, like you just said, you said something very, very key, that he didn't do for you anything different than what you would have done for him.
Yeah, they're fibers that we are all made up of, and those fibers are of each other. You know, we're made of fibers from each other.
Wow. That's big. That's big. I can literally count on a few fingers how many people I have that close knit with.
Yeah.
And that's, and here's the thing. I don't regret only having those few, because those few can outnumber a bunch of spectators, or I'm just here for the hype or whatever the case. So you can tell who's real and who's not. You know what I mean? And then I'm very mindful of who tries to kind of get up in there real quick, get up in there real close, real tight, too fast. Because now my question gonna be like, what you here for? You know what I mean? What are you here for? Who sent you?
Usually when you go through something that you get to find out who's who, and I think that's another thing that brought us all close together, like growing up, going through things, family stuff in the streets.
Right.
And, when the smoke clears, the people that are still around, that's usually the people that are there for the long haul and that are real. I could count on my friends to write letters to the parole board.
Yeah.
Down to calling my mother, saying Happy Mother's Day every Mother's Day for the entire time that I was gone, checking on my family, just my brother.
That's big. That's big, man. That's big. That's some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Someone says here, a comment said, true loyalty is so rare. Glad that their friendship weathered the storm. Yes. Yes, because, and you know what, I don't know if you ever seen the Netflix show When They See Us. Did you see it? When They See Us, about the exonerated 5.
No.
Oh man, when I tell you that, now that's something you should see. For real. It's like a 4-part series or 3-part series or something like that, where they talk about where one of the people that was it was 5 young black boys out of New York, and they were wrongfully accused of a crime, and some Caucasian accusers or whatever the case, of course, and they pinned it on the boys. The boys were literally 14, 15 years old, and they had to serve over half of their life in prison for things that they didn't do. And even their parents, they were begging and pleading, and they even fabricated evidence and stuff against these boys, but they spent over half of their life in there. Now, one of the boys, Corey Rice, I believe his name was, he literally went up to the jail just to be moral support for his friend that was accused. And he sat in the waiting area the whole time, hours and hours and hours. He wasn't even part of the accused, but because he fit, because one of the prosecutors let one of the boys get away, they actually pulled him in to fill that 5th seat. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yep. And he was the one that was mainly tortured, almost killed several times in prison. And not one time, when I tell you, not one time did this boy open his mouth and say, it was the other people. It was the other, he actually stood tall and took every part of that. Every part of that. And I'm talking about they were grown. They were in their 20s, probably almost 30 before they were released, and they were found not guilty. And the state of New York had to pay them for that. You know what I mean? So, but that type of loyalty, that type of faithfulness, and like you said, you stuck to the code, and a lot of people will frown upon that. They will frown upon that, but I don't see where the disappointment would be. I don't see where, because like you said, the altercation started where your friend thought that you were being disrespected, and they came to avenge you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, hey, shit, like we wouldn't be here if he wasn't standing up for me. So yeah, I'm gonna take that standing on my head. You know what I'm saying? And as he, you know what I'm saying, right alongside him. That's, ooh, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. And a lot of people say I'm down for whatever. I'm faithful. I'm loyal to my dogs, ride or die. But like you say, you never know until you put in that position. Okay.
Yeah, there have been times where my actual friend who I was there with, we had been in opposite positions before, like several times where, like, it was a situation where I had a situation and then he was in trouble for it, and he just went through it, and actually we just got by,
Yeah.
beat the charges, but
yeah,
he never sacrificed me, so I would never sacrifice him.
that's something. That's a brotherhood for real, man. I definitely admire that. I really do. Unfortunate situation, you know what I mean? But I definitely admire the brotherhood and the tightness and the close knit relationship that you all have. Yeah, it foregoes friendship. You're definitely in the brotherhood bracket of your relationship, and that's for sure. That's something that cannot be bought, cannot be you can't flex with it or whatever the case. It just is what it is. It's one of those things that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. I love that. I really, really do. So let's talk about you transitioning into music. How did that, coming from 19 plus, you know what I mean? 19 years and some months. Coming from that, being behind those bars, how did music play a part in that story of yours?
Well, before I actually went away, I actually had a chance to move to Atlanta.
Mm.
And, you know, we had a little apartment in College Park,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just working and just trying to do music. And that was me actually trying to straighten up my life. Like,
Gotcha.
okay, I'm going to go down here and we're going to take music serious.
Yeah.
And my past kind of came back to haunt me, you know. And so I had to go away. And while I went away, my team was still in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and they were, you know, doing their music and pursuing their careers, the dream that we all had together.
Of
but
course.
the whole time, I guess they were telling me, like, man, you know, what's missing is you know, because I was really the one that was like, this is what we're going to do,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
And so the whole time I continued to write, you know. I mean, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
Like I don't only rap. I write gospel, R&B, country, pop, book, poems. You know. So I just continue to hone my skills as a writer. Try to contribute ideas and be encouraging to them. And when the time came for me to come out, it was just like, to be honest with you, I was like, man, I really don't even want to do music. And they was like, are you crazy? Come on, let's go. So
right.
They got behind me, and but just dived right into it. I mean, within a year of me coming home, I was doing birthday bash in Atlanta.
See?
On stage in front of 20,000 people.
Yes. Wow. Because they continue the vision that you had, regardless of where you were. Listen, he because one day he gonna come up out of there, and when he does, we about to have the stage ready for him.
Yeah, they took all of the bumps and bruises and got a lot of the doors slammed in their faces. So when I came home, I didn't have to go through the learning curve. They had already been through it,
right?
So that I could have a better push.
Yeah, man, listen. And I will say this, you guys, for the audience. I am honored to know a couple, just a couple of them. And he's not gassing them. Like, this is who they are. This is who they are. And when I tell you, it's admirable to know such people. You know what I mean? Again, such brotherhood, but then such talent and gifts. And they're like, listen, we're gonna make this happen. That's what's up. That is awesome. That is awesome. Your story is crazy. Speaking of your music, I want to go ahead and just give the people a little something, just to start them off with something, just to see who Krook is. You know what I mean? I want to bless their ears just for a second, and then we're gonna get back into the story. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so I think this song here is very appropriate based on what happened in your life. You leveled up, okay? You leveled up. You know what I mean? You went from one phase to another, and you yourself leveled up. So I think level up is appropriate.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Level Up by Krook. We had some slight technical difficulties, but we're here. So let me get y'all going here. Don't worry about it. It's gonna kick in a second. And while y'all here, share. All right. This is Level Up by Krook.
To the plug, he took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist. 30,000 to the plug, he took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist. Only rap about what I really had. The gang's on, now they really mad. 50 bands in a Fendi bag. Pete the drip, that's gorilla swag. Got a red bone and she really bad. My ex bitch ain't feeling that. Probably got all her feelings back when she seen the coupe with the ceiling back. The plug punted, I'ma run it back. Handle rock like a running back. Whip 70 old, brought 100 back. I was plug walking with 100 racks. Took some losses, but the gang intact. Wholesaling kept the number flat. Disrespect, no none of that. When the Draco pop, ain't no coming back. Double cup of purple liquid sipping, moonwalk to the bag, I'ma run it up. I'm with the gang cause that's who I trust. Nobody know what to do with us. I used to cop it, cook it, chop it, hit the block and then break it off. Started off with an 8-ball, all that hustling finally paid off. Push button on the coupe in the cockpit. Look just like a spaceship, got it from straight flips. Drip on my wrist and my diamonds dancing, going H. I treat the track like a trap. I flooded with crack, running the rest with the pack. I did some features for stacks in the kitchen, whip and put the gang on the map. Facts. 30,000 to the plug. He took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist. 30,000 to the plug. He took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist. 30,000 for the Jesus piece. Now my wrist cold and my neck froze. Used to jug and Bermuda run. We skip skibo when my set bros. Snub nose, yeah, we kept those. Big checks, we collect those. 28s, we could stretch those. Used to water whip it like a vet, bro. Still throwing up the set though. Double GP, the dress code. Gorillas at you when I press go. I took a key and said, let's go. I could turn a 9 to a half a ticket. Look how I chef and I mix it. Watch it rock up when I whip it. Pull out the cricket picture, get to the chicken. I'm on a mission, money getting flipped what I whipped in the kitchen. I got some partners in prison, I made a decision to hustle and handle my business. I get a little paper from a couple places to set a business off to the races. I'm trying to put the whole gang in some race. Duck a fair case, build a fan base. Wait, Papa got a new bag. New year, time to level up. All hundreds on the back end. Talk the swag when we settle up. 100 grand, did 5 shows. No, I went and lit the bezel up. Dropped the bag on my jeweler. Told him bust it down, time to level up. 30,000 to the plug. He took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist. 30,000 to the plug. He took it and gave me a brick and a half a bale of loud. He threw me the smoke on the strip. I put the work in the pot, cook it and took it to lock down the strip. They gave a bag to my jeweler and I put it all on my neck and my wrist.
Nice. That was Level Up by Krook. Somebody said hotness. Somebody said love is flow. Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Now, you said a couple of things in there, man. Now, you know, I listened to the lyrics, okay? Now, you said a couple. First of all, the track was by who? R. Fish. When I tell you, Fisher, R. Fisher is that dude. When I tell you producer extraordinaire, do you understand me? Boy, listen, he's definitely squad. Okay, so for sure, shout out to R. Fish on the track.
That's my little cousin.
Is that your cousin?
Yeah.
Man, listen, it's all up through the blood, okay?
Yeah.
That's what's up, because Fish he's a monster with it.
Yeah, he basically executive produced my whole project.
Right. Exactly. He's a monster with it. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but he has produced for some of, the industry's well-known artists.
Oh, yeah. 702,
See?
Robin Thicke, E40, Brett, the Clips, yeah.
See? A monster with it, okay? But super humble. And he was one of the nominees at my BTS Awards for producer, okay? Producer of the year. When I tell you, and rightfully so, because the man is a monster. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, and your flow was everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Krook fan. I just want to make the people a Krook fan, okay? Now,
Okay.
Now, a couple of things I've heard you say in here, and that was one, how you got your red bone. Your ex-girl may not like that too tough. You know what I mean? So now that was, that caught my ear. Okay, red bone. Shout out to your red bone. And I've seen her. She's such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness, she is so sweet. It's so funny because you all hardcore and everything, and she just is sweet and just gentle, And then I heard up in there, double G's. Break down the double G's for me, sir.
Double G is those brothers that I was talking to you about. Of course, one of my AKAs is Red Gorilla.
Right.
And so our movement is the Gorilla Gang. A lot of people hear the word gang sometimes, and I guess they feel like it has negative connotations.
Right.
But today, the times that we live in is kind of like a gang culture where it's kind of taking over.
Mm.
But this Gorilla Gang is made up of a band of brothers that are not out here committing crimes. All of us are fathers and believing God and work, but we do have each other's backs, and we'll ride for each other the same way as I guess a band of street brothers would, but not just for anything. We're not out here trying to take over no blocks.
Right. You ain't Huey P. Newton out here.
We just have each other's backs, man.
That's right.
And that's what Gorilla Gang is all about.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get an application of initiation up through here. You know what I'm saying? Girl just trying to be a part of the thing. I'm just still waiting on my t-shirt. I'm just saying.
Man, we would actually love for everyone to be a part of what we what we're doing. We were actually part of a movement that was tearing up the streets, and now we're kind of on a mission to rebuild it.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Listen, we do need to talk though, because that would be awesome to have. And what I have going on, there's so many things, Lord Jesus, that I want to just kind of bust wide open right now, but I can't because it's not really done brewing on the pot in the stove and all of those things. But there are some major moves that's going to take place, namely some that are going to be taking place on TV and in the communities. And so with that being said, first of all, to assist in taking the movement beyond this nation's this country, but beyond in other countries, as well as bringing it to the community, because a lot of things that I'm going to be doing and embarking in between now and 2021, the end of 2020, actually between now and BTS of 2021 October, there's going to be some major community events that are going to be taking place, feeding the hungry, clothing, the homeless, going into schools and talking to the young people and things like that. That's what we're going to be doing. Work programs and stuff like that. That's what we're going to be doing. Building, cleaning up the communities and planting gardens and stuff. We're going to be doing all of those things for the year 2020 and 2021. And so to have an entity such as you all, Gorilla Gang, where you take the like you said, the connotation that's associated with gang, the word gang, and then you change it. You change the narrative. And you show the kids and show the community that you can have a good gang. You can have a gang that's positive. You can have, you know what I'm saying? Let's change the narrative.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that it's really hard to teach someone if you don't speak their language.
Yeah.
And I really speak the language of that culture because
Sure.
I actually was a part of real gangs,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
I was able to escape that, you know, with a blessing due to the respect that I had inside of that. And
Good.
I just brought the idea to my team that, hey, if people feel like they really need to be a part of something, let's not just leave them to go be a part of something that's going to be negative. Let's just invite them to be a part of this game.
That's right. That's right. That is great. That is awesome. And then you're building leaders. You're building leaders, not just
Absolutely.
followers, but building leaders. Someone says, yes, change the narrative. Love it. So yeah. That's awesome. Now, when it comes down to you as a father, because you mentioned that earlier in your intro, you as a father, you as a husband, tell me, because I know you're not Krook as a father and a husband, you're Michael. You're Michael. Okay, so let's talk about Michael as a husband and then Michael as a father, because you are a new daddy too.
Oh yeah, my baby is about to be 2 in May.
Listen, Chad, you got a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
So now, how much running around the house and chasing are you having to do right now?
Oh my gosh. She is a ball of energy. She is just, I mean, it's different for me.
It's
you
sure.
know, it's exciting, and
Yeah.
I'm learning from her and
Yeah.
trying to set the standard.
Yeah.
I feel like that if no one is gonna love her enough to give her all of the information, how boys think, what goes on, except for me, you know, and I just want to set a standard.
That's right.
So that she expects, like, whoever comes after me has to really go above and beyond, because I'm trying to set the bar so high
Come
that
on.
any of these little boys that think she need this or need that, no, you got to come better than that.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. That's how my dad is. My dad is, and my dad talks about I gave my dad a platform on Saturdays where it's called the Father-Daughter Talk, okay? And where he goes on there and he will talk for an hour to women who maybe don't have their dads, haven't had their dads for whatever reason, whether he passed away, whether they never knew him, or whether he's incarcerated or whatever. I'm loaning my dad out, you know what I'm saying, for an hour every Saturday so that he can be the spiritual father to some other women or whatever the case, no matter how old they are. And so some of the things that he does discuss with the women are some of the games that the men be playing, you know what I mean? And so, it may not be as popular with the other brothers because they like, man, he giving away the secrets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, you need to do this. And that's the thing I ask a lot of, the other guys. I asked them, somebody said, Pop Brown, my dad is amazing. Yes, I asked some of the other brothers, like, with your daughter, having daughters, number one, would you allow her to date someone like you?
Like the person that I used to be?
Well, either one, however you want to answer that. You know what I mean?
I absolutely would not want her to date the person that I used to be, but I definitely know the man that I am making an effort to become.
That's right.
And that is somebody that I would want my daughter to be with.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like you said, and this is very imperative that you just said what you said too with regard to her teaching you. Now she's 2. She's 2, and she's teaching you. Now this is your only baby?
No, I have twins that are 23.
Ooh.
But obviously, you know, I was not able to be to raise them.
Right.
So I have a relationship with them, but you know, it's different.
Of course.
Being able to be here every day and you know, give her a bath and teach her and get her ready for school, you know. Like be able to instill things in her that's gonna help her be a productive, responsible adult, you know.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Now, as far as your twins, you have a set of boys, girls, or one of each?
I have a boy and a girl.
Okay. So now with that, let me ask you this. Again, being as transparent as you are comfortable being, when they watch you with your new baby, with their sister, okay, has there been resentment to where, you know, they're mad that you know you weren't there for them or whatever the case, or have they understood and be like, listen, you know, it was what it was, you know, we're glad you're home, you know, and you know this and the third, because I know they're 23 now.
No, there hasn't really been any resentment with my older children. Seeing me raise my younger daughter, it kind of, if there was any resentment, I think it came early on before my daughter was here.
Got it.
But now, I guess them seeing me raise my daughter and interact with my younger daughter, they kind of get the opportunity to see the person that I am now, because the person that they got to hear about, you know, like, your daddy, he was doing this and I'm not that person.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
It kind of was like, even my daughter was kind of feeling like she was needing to be like the person that she thought that I would approve of, you know, and I came home and I'm like, hey, you know, she like, we're just alike, and I'm like, I'm not like that, you know. Whatever they told you, you know, I was a kid, but I'm not like that, and so just kind of get to see who I am now and who I'm becoming when they see me with the little one.
Right. Somebody said, I love his transparency. And that's the thing, because when you tell your real raw story, you have no idea who could be listening and who you could be helping with being as real as possible, because that's your story. Those are the makings of you. You know what I mean? And sometimes some of the ingredients, you got to take the good, bad, and the ugly, but it makes you who you are. It's all a part of who you are right now today. And so
I don't have anything to hide. That's why I can be transparent. I spent my life being solid, stand up. I've never folded, I've never snitched, I've never bitched, I've never ran, you know, I've never, so I have no problem just telling the truth and just putting it out there. It is what it is. Anything that I say, you can Google.
Listen. Come on here, fact check. Anything that he say, you can Google. Okay, that's awesome. That's really good. And on top of that, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. And I didn't know you then, but I'm going to go ahead and say this, because I have been a daughter. I am a daughter of someone who had a prison life and, you know, drug life and street life and stuff like that. As a daughter, you know, at the time, of course, we feel some type of way because we're young. We don't understand what's going on, you know? However, as an adult, as a grown woman, I'm going to tell you something. Although I would have loved to have my dad around more than he was then, who he is now, he's here. I can't focus on what he didn't do. I'm focusing on what he is doing now, right? And furthermore, I don't know if him being in my life then would have been beneficial to me now at all. You see what I'm saying? Because who he was then, with the mindset that he had then, would have been detrimental to me. Okay, he couldn't have fed me the right type of food, you know, life food then that I needed to be the woman that I am today. Had my dad been in my life the way, like 100%, the way that we begged and wanted him to be, trust and believe the MzBee that you're talking to today would be a total different entity, total different. Okay, and that's a good sometimes, and this is for everybody who's listening. Sometimes it actually is, it works for in the favor of the people, you know, to have some type of separation, because the person that's doing the influencing, they may need to step away for a minute in order to regroup, reset, you know, and then come back and do it the right way, right? Without the damage and stuff like that, because it's very, very hard to purge old behavior and then refresh it with some new or whatever the case, especially when you've changed. So what if the influence that you had then imparted into her then, and then you changed but she didn't? You see what I'm saying? There could be a whole different situation.
Totally.
Yeah. So
I tell people a lot, and some people actually have said I sound crazy saying it, but you know, I was ready. I wanted to come home after one day, but you know, but I really wasn't ready to come home, and until I came home.
I agree.
You know, so if I had never been in there or never went through what I went through, and I was out here trying to raise my children with the mentality that I had, it wouldn't have been good. I mean, hell, I'm not the perfect parent now. You know, I'm still learning as I go right now, but definitely when I was younger, it would not have been a good thing for me to be out there. So I guess God was looking out for them and me all at the same time.
I'm telling you the truth, man. And then we look at y'all, and this goes across the board. Okay, we look at life's blocks and hindrances as a block and a hindrance. You know what I'm saying? As something negative. You never know what God is trying to prevent you from.
Yeah.
You never know. And those 19 years could have been your very saving grace.
Yeah.
That could have been your saving grace. While you in there, I can only imagine what you was feeling. But man, oh man, the 19 years could have been your saving grace, because who knows where you would have been if you would have been today. You see what I'm saying?
I think that if I had never experienced or went through what I went through, then I probably would not be here.
Right.
One way or the other, I probably would not be living, or I would be living in there with no chance of coming home because of the mentality.
Isn't that something? So through this, there was a great thing that took place, and we're all grateful. I know you're grateful. We're all grateful. Your children, I'm sure, are grateful. Your wife is grateful. All of the family, your brothers, they're grateful. Everybody is grateful, because if not for that, and if not for your change of mentality, and if not for you and your gift and your ability and all of those things, then we wouldn't have the opportunity and the privilege of talking to you now, hearing the story, and the lives that you're changing and stuff would not be, but the lives that you're changing by way of listening to your testimony would not be changed right now. So everything happens for a reason. Our journey is etched out for a reason. Someone says on here, this is a fantastic interview. They are loving you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so we're gonna go into another. Now this is one of my personal favorites. I mean, I'm sorry, I just had to say it. I love your music, but this is one of my personal favorites, because I'm one that don't quite know how to sit still when a good bop comes on. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. So I'm a dancer for sure. Okay, don't let the thick thighs fool y'all. I gets down. Okay, but this song here, Peep the Drip. I gotta put the Peep the Drip on. Y'all ready for Peep the Drip?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Peep the Drip, everybody. Check him out. Red Gorilla at Red Gorilla on IG. Krook on IG.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Peep the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Yeah. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Peep the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Hold up, stop. Yeah, why nobody moving with me? Like Gimme did when we was moving it, he moved it with me. Damn, you thick. Hey, she thick. Come make a movie with me. Let Mr. Touch it, he fam, he go back to juvie with me. I'm fresh to death, I'm better than them all. I go hella hard, somebody's probably gonna fall by my dog. She think I'm just a pretty at the same time, when it come to mine, just know that I get physical with any. Got a big bag, and I feel that with Franklin mama in the kitchen baking, so daddy bring home the bacon, hit the homies like we're shaking, let's flex on them, bring the cars out. We making a movie, you know, camera bring the stars out. She said she poppin', she like school bus bars, and hood rich trappers that drive big fast cars. Well baby, I'm with the doctor order, in the water, give her the and drop some change for her and her daughter. I make that back with a quarter, I still feel like I sport. I mean that booty was big, but I ain't trying to support a P. Drill. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Peep the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Yeah. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Peep the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Yo, that's a vibe. No, I'm a vibe. I'm just happy I'm alive, and out on the other side, I just ride. Run of the bad man like a madman when I'm mad, man. The money come fast, man. I put it in the bag and then move it like I with the trash, man. I get the cash, man. Cop it and cook it up, whipping it, bringing it back. I let it go if you bring me a stack, but hurry up, I'm about to whip up a bag. I got a Louis bag with all hundreds in it. All my pockets got money in it. Broke, stand to the left, I don't wanna talk, get money. I know people out in Frisco, me and Schizo did that lick, so I bought soda, whip that mix, so I had money out the get-go, diamonds on me so clear. Only been home for a year, and I got a red bone in my big body with a thick body in my body. She a ball. I got money on my mind all the time. So many diamonds in my watch, can see the time. Gucci shades, I'm so high, it's like I'm blind. Pete the drip is my time, I'ma shine. Pete the drip. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Pete the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Yeah. If you know me, you know I'ma bust a move. She love my ditty, but she think I'm smooth. That's so true. In my city, I be jugging, getting to it. That's what I do. Pete the drip, don't it flow so fluid? Pete the drip, 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 Pete the drip.
Hey. I love it. Boy, I love that Diddy Bop. Okay? Said she love my Diddy Bop. She think I'm smooth. Yes, sir. So you got some love on this one. They was like, somebody said, how come I just got out the bed and started dancing? They said this is hot like fire. Somebody said this, they putting the flames. They said it's hot. Boy, y'all don't even understand. That joker is hot. But I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, sir.
Know where they can go stream it.
Please.
Go stream or download it.
Go ahead. Let them know.
It's everywhere on every platform, digital music platform. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, SoundCloud, YouTube, Google Play, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
All you have to do is put in Krook with a K, Krook, level up, and it should pop right up.
Man, y'all. That is Krook, Krook, level up. And you can peep the drip too, okay? And you can let them love your Diddy Bop. You know what I'm saying? Let they think you smooth, right? Okay, so now let me ask you this with going back to your music.
Okay.
What has been your method when it comes down to writing? How are you inspired in your writing? What what do you pull from?
Um, that has been a big transition for me. Like it was pre pre jail. I kind of created music one way. Then I went away and there's no music, and so I had to. My creative process changed how I created. I got to be by myself a lot, and now there's so much going on that it might be one day I might make a song in 15 minutes, and then it might be a month before I write a song. It's just I got so used to having nothing to do but read and exercise and just make music, and now I have to go to work, change diapers, take out the trash. It's just a lot going on,
Yeah.
Finding inspiration is hard sometimes. Just to have the time to sit and do it, but it's a talent that was given to me by God. So sometimes when it just builds up, I have to let it out, and sometimes it seems as though it's already written. Sometimes it just comes out.
Man, isn't that something? I just released a book last Sunday, officially.
Okay.
And it's called Make Up With Yourself. And when I tell you, the process in itself took a year. Okay. The outlining and stuff like that. But when I went to write the book, this is the best kept secret of mine. I wrote the actual book in 2.5 days.
2.5 days?
2.5 days.
Wow.
Yep. And what you just said is real. That sometimes they write themselves.
Yeah.
It's already written. You just gotta bring it to fruition. Come bring it out of you and put it on paper. You know what I'm saying? And so the outline in itself, the subject matter and all of that is what took the year. But I wrote the book in 2.5 days.
Yeah, the hard thing is I guess anybody that does music knows that there's it's like noise in your head, in your heart, and in your head. And the hard part of getting it out is to get everything outside of you quiet and calm, so that it can come out
concisively and flow like fluid. You know what I'm saying? I do my best work overnight. I call myself a vampire. Okay, do my best work overnight when everybody is asleep, when the world is asleep, my phone is not ringing, there are no text messages, and there are no emails. I can do my best work right then and there when the world is quiet, when I can hear and I can kind of flow uninterrupted. I'm telling you, I do my best work. That like you said, you need that space, that quiet space for you for your creativity to flow, because you are a creative. And sometimes in order for us to create, we got to get into a zone, an isolated zone. You can't have a lot of noise around you. You can't have a lot of, distractions or whatever around you, because you will either A, procrastinate, or you will B, not give it your full, not give it your full all. You will put something together. Don't let it be a timeline, Lord Jesus. Okay. But if you're on a crunch time, then you're really just kind of throwing something together to get it done. But I don't like to operate like that at all, even when I was in the music arena, because I'm a former recording artist myself, and I wrote for myself my albums and EPs. I wrote completely myself, wrote and arranged them myself. But when it came and I wrote for other people too. But that's how I was able to get a lot of stuff a lot of music I got in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. It's just a lot of different methods to the creative. And I'm always inspired in knowing how other creatives like yourself developed your gift and how you come about, your inspirations for your writings and stuff like that. So I understand life is happening. I understand life is happening, but I am big on paying your gift just as much as you pay outside entities like your job and you know all of that stuff. Like really etching out some time, even if it's just an hour a day, even if it's 2 hours or whatever the case, 30 minutes, giving your gifts that, you know, that one-on-one attention, because your gift requires your attention as well, you know, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Now tell the people where they can locate you, where they can find you, where they can follow you, and all of those things. And then we're gonna get into this exclusive, y'all. Exclusive.
Okay, my social media is Red Gorilla. REDGORRILLA. We spell gorilla with 2 R's, 2 L's. There's a meaning behind that, but I won't get into it right now. But Red Gorilla is where you can find me.
You sure you don't want to get into it right now?
Well, real quick, you know, there's 2 types of gorillas. There's the animal gorilla, which is spelled GORILLA, and then there's gorilla, like GUERRILLA, as in guerrilla warfare or guerrilla fighter, like revolutionaries. And so we combine the 2 because the gorilla is really the strongest and the king of the jungle. You know, you never see lions in the jungle.
It's true.
The king of the jungle is the gorilla.
That's right.
And so we combine the strength of the animal with the mentality of a revolutionary, which really is meaning change, you know. And we combine the 2, and that's where I got the 2 R's, but the GO.
That's right.
For gorilla.
That's right. That's good. See, that didn't take long. Somebody say, and they are a mess. Somebody say his voice sound kind of sexy. Now listen, he got a whole wife over there. Don't be pushing up a whole wife.
Right,
Don't be, and she a red bone too. Don't be pushing up on that. She a sweetheart, but she scratched them eyes out for her man now. Okay. But they say, ooh, they like that. They like your concept behind gorilla. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really real.
Let the people know where they can get some Gorilla Gang apparel. Okay.
Oh, the Gorilla Gang apparel. We actually have the website. I can bring it up.
Okay.
Let me see. GG Apparel. I don't want to tell you wrong.
No, it's fine.
It's GGAPPARELCO.com.
Okay, GGApparelCO.com. GGAPPARELCO.com. It's fire, y'all.
That's our website. They can find our apparel there, our athletic line. We just had a pop-up at Windy Hill Athletic Club in Atlanta. It did really well.
And ain't nobody told me nothing. That's all right. I save it for after hours. Don't I save it for after interview. Y'all dirty dogs. Ain't nobody said nothing.
Yeah, it was just a pop-up. We didn't really advertise or promote it, but like a couple days, and then we just did it. But it was really successful, so we're thinking about, you know, doing some more.
Okay.
But we have the website up, and of course, you know all the people to talk to.
Absolutely.
I don't know why you don't have.
I don't know why either. It's a conspiracy. I don't know who I need to talk to, who's management, and who I need to talk to. Gorilla Gang management, but
oh, you're talking to the right person.
There you go.
Phone calls about this.
Yes, I am outraged. I'm outraged. But now listen though.
YouTube,
yeah, go ahead.
YouTube, Gorilla Gang Entertainment. You can see my videos there. Apple Music has my videos too. I have a Vivo channel. Everywhere, you know. I appreciate the support.
Gorilla Gang taking over for the 99 and 2000. No, I'm just playing. Okay. But now I will say, now I was cutting up, but I did know about the pop-up. Actually, Mr. Okay, Mr. actually told me about it, and he sent the flyer, and I shared the flyer on my IG. So definitely I knew about it. However, I couldn't attend.
MR.
Yeah, MR. Shout out to Mr. the talented Mr. Yes. So, and he's another entity too. We got to get on this interview on New Music Monday for real. Because that's a beast. That's a beast for real. Okay. Yeah. All of Gorilla Gang is just full of just people and just talent. And you got R.Fish, you got Mr., you got yourself, you got Jay, you know what I'm saying, who does the graphics and the this and all of the things. Yes. Oh my God. Y'all just full of it. You're full of good stuff, okay? Full of good stuff.
Trying to bring the heat.
You got to bring the hit. That's what's up. Y'all need a lady MC though.
A lady MC?
Yeah.
Well, we're always looking for talent.
I'm just saying. I mean, right now I bring the cute, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I've been known to spit a couple of bars in my day.
Okay.
In my day. And like I said, and listen, in my day, I'm just saying, I'm a music entity over 30 years. I'm just saying, this ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no job interview or nothing. I'm just trying to throw it out there for the people. I'm just saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know I can do Gigi some justice, but okay. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just here putting a little pay where it ain't. That's all.
I need some vocals on a song. I probably do need to work on a song with some vocals. Have somebody singing on the song.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna say that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get a little t-shirt, a little something. You know what I mean? Okay, you guys, without further ado, we bring to you an exclusive. I want you, Krook, intro this exclusive for the people so we can get it going.
All right, because my big sister came to me, I told her that I'd give her an exclusive. We're about to drop some new music, and we're going to lead off with this single called That Bop.
That Bop. Yes. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is That Bop. This is Krook. Y'all listen to Gorilla Gang, Red Gorilla. IG too. IG, all right? And hold on. Take it back. Hold on.
This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, little bitch. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. This that bop, that my jam, do your dance, little bitch. I do what I do, you know I go get it. Didn't even know the call mine. Couldn't see me, I was sliding in it. I'm trying to get to the sack. I grew up hustling packs. I got the set on my back. Motivated, trying to get to the racks and stay away from all your rap. I'm in the back, low key. Know I'm lying, all this ice on me. Gun outside, but my knife on me. But that is how these stripes on me. Stuck on max with a nice lonely. Fuck all that, I'm living life, homie. My little homie, you get life from me. I punch the ticket, that's life for me. I'm back on my shit. Been a minute since I've been in your city. I'm here for the night, better come get your bitch. I squeezed off, then eased off. She ain't even get no cheese, dog. Curly fries and a cheesesteak. Back shots made a cheek shake. But she can take it like a briefcase, so you know I whip it like the freeway. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, little bitch. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Get that bop, that my jam, do your dance. I'm back like I never left. I've been moving like a slow creep. All this junkie keep approaching me, and I ain't really getting no sleep. Serving a block of that nosebleed. Slip it, I bet that you know bleed. Trap jumping to the nosebleed. It's getting harder to stay low key. See, I'm on my grind, money be all in my mind. I want it all of the time, I gotta get mine. Bless the child that got his own shit. This is is mine, get your own shit. How you grown and you don't know shit? You tripping, just leave me alone, bitch. Thought she was black, but she said she from Cuba. She let me smack and I call her Uber. Coops and sedan, that's just how I maneuver. I'm Roddy Rebel with the Ruger. I suggest you tip the jeweler. Hot nigga, no more cooler. Call me Ricky, I'm the ruler. Barack Obama with the shooter. I was really moving lows. I cleaned up the money and stepped to the code, bitch. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, little bitch. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, yeah. Just that pop, that my jam, do your dance, little bitch.
Yes, sir. Listen, the actual twerk action that was happening over here. I'm just saying, chair twerking. somebody say I'm twerking over here, and she's over in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay.
She's in Trinidad.
Yes. Talk about she twerking. Yes, God. She said like she pulled something in her back. That's how hard she was twerking.
Pulled something in her back. That's funny.
Somebody else said, like, yes, sir. Boy, that's that bop. That's that bop.
Feedback on that song, because if people don't like it, I'm gonna pull it and we're not gonna put it out.
No. That's that bop. Y'all need to keep that for real. That could definitely be a club banger. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, places like the city that is magical. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. That would be definitely that bop for sure. Okay. They clapping. Somebody clapping. Yeah. This that bop. Yeah. That's hard though. That go hard, and it'll go hard. Somebody said leave it alone. They said leave it. Don't bother.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and shoot the video then.
Yeah. Ooh. Listen. Where y'all shooting it at?
We probably I think they said we're gonna shoot part of it in Virginia and then part of it in like DC.
Okay. Let me know. Let me know.
I'll let you know.
Let me know. Cause man, listen, I might have some people for you. Okay, because you need some boppers. Okay, you need some boppers. You need somebody gonna do this, especially on the in the visual. Oh, you need man. You need some hitters. You need some hip throwers.
Maybe we can get some dancers to do a bop challenge. Make them dance for me.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. This, that bop. That's y'all ready? Somebody said, I love his voice so much. It's all of the things. They say your voice is everything. All of the things. Okay.
You know, my wife, she likes my voice too.
Hey, boom. That part, shut it down. That's what I'm talking about. He said, my wife, she loves my voice too. Now listen, you let me know. Let me know if you do a bop challenge, that'll be dope.
Yeah, I really want to try to get it started.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
We'll
yeah.
See what happens.
Yep, make it happen. Gorilla Gang in the house. Y'all talking to none other than Krook, man. Krook, Red Gorilla, man. Man, your story was amazing, phenomenal, inspiring. Your music is everything. Very, very, very talented, very creative, very gifted. We're grateful to have you here. Admirable in your life. You're as a husband, as a father, all of those things. It's amazing, and we have nothing but humility in having you here to feature yourself on New Music Monday. Thank you so very much, sir.
I appreciate you, MzBee.
Of course.
Being with you tonight.
Yes, sir. Now go get you some rest, because I know you tired. Okay.
I will.
Yes.
All right, thank you, MzBee. Love you, MzBee.
Thank you. I love you more. You have a great night. Okay.
All right, good night, everybody.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in to New Music Monday. Another episode, another week. We thank you so very much. You all are awesome. You all are awesome. Even with doing the show at a later hour, we had to do it, to accommodate Krook's time and his agenda and things like that. However, Christine, you so silly. He needs to stop now. I can't say what I really want. Right? Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. But I hear y'all so funny. But ladies and gentlemen, I know I mentioned my book earlier. Now I know y'all went and got that young you dig. I know you went and got your copy of Make Up With Yourself. This book is already almost sold out. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? This book is already almost sold out. I am grateful. I am thankful. But this is my first publication, Make Up With Yourself. It's already almost sold out. I have to reorder copies, you all. I am grateful. I am thankful. If you do not have your copy of my first book, Make Up With Yourself, inbox and let me know. And we will get you an order invoice out. And this book will be in the mail to you tomorrow. Okay, that is a guarantee. All right, thank you so very much, you guys, for tuning in to yet another week of New Music Monday. We will see you all tomorrow on Midday Makeover with Beauty by MzBee over on Beauty by MzBee Salon Studios page. All of my entities, all of my pages, everywhere that you can find me, okay? Everywhere that you can find me is right in the captions of this video. So go ahead and like. You don't want to miss anything. Like all of the pages, follow all of the pages, turn on the notifications to all of the pages, because there's going to be major things happening on all of the pages. I have major announcements tomorrow. Okay, I kind of let a little bit of it spill today, but nonetheless. Also, too, I'm going to be mentioning to you all, too, just so you can just kind of put a bug in your ear. We're going to be promoting. We're going to be offering promotion packages. If you have a business and you have a flyer, or if you have a video that you want to be aired and to be shared on this platform, on any of MzBee's platforms, and you can do so. We can talk business, okay? Whether you want it on there for 24 hours, whether you want it on there for 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, or whatever the case, a month, it doesn't matter. We can talk about how your entity and your business can be pushed and advertised and promoted on my platforms. As you already know, there are thousands of viewers, not just on social media, not just on Facebook, Instagram, not just on those facets. MzBee is worldwide, okay? MzBee actually is on 2 different television networks. Y'all may not see it, but it's there, okay? So if you do promote yourself with me, then guarantee you're going to be falling on several million eyeballs, okay? All right, this could be a great investment for you and your business. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna get off into that more in depth tomorrow, especially on getting down to business with MzBee, because it'll be beneficial for those who have product, who have services, who have all of the things. Okay, all right. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Okay. Peace.